Bali, a dream destination. But is it really as amazing as everyone says? If you're thinking of going, you probably have questions. Where should I go? What's actually worth visiting? And how do I make the most of my time without getting stuck in tourist traps? In this video, we'll go beyond the usual top places and get into real travel tips. What to see, what to skip, and how to make your Bali trip unforgettable, no matter what kind of traveler you are. Bali's full of iconic landscapes and famous experiences. Think beaches, temples, and the Instagram famous swing. But not everything lives up to the hype. In this video, we'll share the top 14 places to visit in Bali, while uncovering hidden gems, must-see spots, and travel tips you won't hear anywhere else. Whether you're here for adventure, relaxation, or cultural experiences, there's something for every traveler. Let's dive in. If you're after pristine beaches, calm waters, and luxury resorts, Nusa Dua is a solid choice. It's perfect for honeymooners and families who want a peaceful escape from Bali's busier areas like Kuta and Seminyak. You can unwind on Geger Beach, try jet skiing or parasailing, or check out Waterblow, where waves crash dramatically against the cliffs. If you're into golf, Bali National Golf Club offers a top-tier experience. And just a short drive away, Pandawa Beach has stunning cliffs and relaxed seaside warangs. Consider staying for 1 to 2 nights. If you're a couple or family seeking a more laid-back beach vibe, you may want to linger a bit longer to enjoy the tranquility. Nusa Dua is beautiful, but it's more of a high-end resort destination than an authentic Balinese experience. Prices are higher, and while the beaches are pristine, they don't have the wild, dramatic beauty of Uluwatu or Nusa Penida. While Nusa Dua is a peaceful retreat, I personally prefer destinations with more adventure and culture, so I'd skip this spot. If you're on a budget or looking for something more adventurous, this might not be your vibe. Looking for beach, surf, and nightlife? Seminyak and Canggu are your go-to spots. Seminyak is upscale with fancy beach clubs and stylish resorts, while Canggu offers a laid-back vibe that attracts digital nomads, yoga lovers, and surfers. During the day, hit Finn's Beach Club or Potato Head for cocktails and stunning sunsets. If you're into surfing, Berawa Beach is great for beginners, and Echo Beach is perfect for a bigger challenge. Surf lessons cost around 350 to 500,000 IDR, and board rentals are super cheap. Canggu is a foodie's paradise, with tons of cafes serving smoothie bowls and great coffee, perfect after a surf sesh. If you want peace and quiet, Sese Beach, just north of Canggu, is a hidden gem. Personally, I'd skip this area for Bali's jungles and temples, but younger crowds or singles will love the vibe here. It's lively, social, and a digital nomad hub, but be prepared for crowds and traffic. If you're planning to stay, a couple of days should be enough to enjoy the beach, surf, and nightlife. And here's a quick tip. Scooters are the best way to get around, but after a few cocktails at Finn's, get a ride with Grab or Gojek to be safe. Bali has no shortage of beautiful temples, but Tirta Empul is one of the most sacred, and easily one of the most fascinating to visit. Tucked away in the lush jungles of central Bali, this ancient water temple, built in 960 AD, is famous for its holy spring, where both locals and travelers take part in melukat, a traditional purification ritual meant to cleanse both body and spirit. Whether you join in or just watch from the side, it's a powerful experience. That said, this isn't for everyone. If you're not into spiritual experiences, it can feel more like a tourist stop than a personal journey. It also gets quite busy, especially in the middle of the day. For a more peaceful experience, Gunung Kawi is just a short drive away. This hidden gem is carved directly into the rock of a steep river valley, surrounded by lush rice paddies and towering cliffs. It's an ideal escape if you want something quieter and less crowded than Turta Impul. To make the most of your visit, aim to go early in the morning or late in the afternoon when it's less crowded and the soft light gives the temple an almost mystical glow. You'll also need a sarong to enter both temples, but don't worry if you forget, you can rent one at the temples. Uluwatu offers breathtaking cliffside views and a unique spiritual vibe. The Uluwatu temple, perched 70 meters above the ocean, is iconic. Don't miss the Kechak dance at sunset, which brings Balinese mythology to life. Arrive early to explore the temple grounds before the crowds gather. Be mindful of the mischievous monkeys around the temple. Keep a close eye on your belongings. Local guides, typically working for tips, can also help to navigate the monkeys and with photos. Below the temple, Suluban Beach is a hidden gem, perfect for escaping the crowds and enjoying the sound of crashing waves. Uluwatu is ideal for those who enjoy spiritual vibes, stunning views, and cultural experiences. It's great for surfers, spiritual seekers, and those looking for a more luxurious escape. However, it may not suit budget travelers as it's pricier and more crowded around sunset. The beach is perfect for surfers, but the strong waves and rocky shores aren't ideal for casual swimming. Spend a day or two to soak in the temple, catch the Kechak dance, and unwind at Suluban Beach. It's also a great spot to end your trip as it's close to the airport, offering a peaceful conclusion to your Bali adventure. If you love nature and history, the Jatilui rice terraces are a must-see. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a beautiful example of Bali's ancient Subak irrigation system, which has been used for centuries to grow rice. The terraces spread across lush, rolling hills, and during harvest time, they turn a golden hue that's just perfect for photos. Whether you're walking, biking, or zipping around on a scooter, the fresh mountain air and stunning views make it a really peaceful experience. It's easy to combine a visit to Jatilui with nearby waterfalls and cultural sites, making it the perfect spot for a laid-back day of exploring Bali's natural beauty. If you're into quiet nature, photography, or soaking in some cultural heritage, you'll really enjoy it here. Jatilui is also a quieter alternative to Bali's more crowded terraces. But if you're looking for something more lively or action-packed, it might not be for you. It's all about peace and quiet. You won't need more than a couple of hours to take in the terraces. but for a full day out, add nearby waterfalls or temples to your itinerary. It's the perfect spot to unwind and immerse yourself in Bali's heritage. If you're craving a tropical getaway, the Gili Islands, just a short boat ride from Bali, are perfect for a relaxed island vibe. There are 3 islands, each with its own charm. Gili Trawangan is the liveliest, with beach bars and nightlife. Gili Meno is the most peaceful, perfect for honeymooners. And Gili Air strikes a balance, offering a chill vibe with enough to do. All 3 islands boast crystal clear waters, sandy beaches, and amazing snorkeling and diving spots. Swim with turtles at Turtle Point on Gili T, or check out the underwater statues near Gili Meno. And don't miss the sunset views on the west side of Gili T and Gili Air. Absolutely stunning. If you love relaxing on beautiful beaches, swimming, and some low-key nightlife, the Gilis are ideal. But if you're after culture, shopping, or a bustling city scene, you might want to look elsewhere. It's all about the beach life here. For a visit, I'd recommend 2 to 3 days. That's enough time to soak up the beach vibes, try some snorkeling or diving, and even check out all 3 islands. Just keep in mind, the ferry ride can get bumpy, so travel in the morning if you're prone to seasickness. Nestled in the cool highlands of Bali, Uluwandanu Beratan Temple is one of the island's most breathtaking and serene spots. Sitting on the tranquil waters of Lake Beratan, this floating temple looks like something straight out of a dream. Especially when morning mist drifts across the lake, giving it an almost mystical aura. Built in the 17th century, Uluwandanu is dedicated to Dewi Danu, the Balinese goddess of water, making it an important site for ceremonies that bless Bali's lakes and rivers. The temple's multi-tiered pagodas reflect beautifully in the still waters, creating a picture-perfect scene that has made it one of Bali's most photographed places. For a unique experience, you can rent a kayak and paddle around the lake, offering a personal and peaceful way to see the temple from a different perspective. In the early morning, when the mist lingers over the water, the atmosphere feels truly magical. If you're after a peaceful escape, this spot is the perfect way to immerse yourself in Bali's natural beauty and tranquil vibes. Just a quick ferry ride from Bali, Nusa Lembongan is the perfect getaway, offering both adventure and relaxation. Whether you're keen to surf, snorkel, or simply unwind, this island is a peaceful alternative to Bali's hustle and bustle. Dream Beach and Mushroom Bay offer soft, sandy shores and calm, inviting waters. Don't miss the traditional seaweed farms, and for a more serene experience, head up north to the mangrove forest, where you can kayak or take a boat tour through its winding waterways. While dining options are fewer than in Bali, you'll still find cozy beachside cafes and local warangs serving delicious meals. Nusa Lembongan is perfect for those looking to escape Bali's crowds while still enjoying beautiful beaches and adventure activities. However, if you're after a lively nightlife scene or luxury resorts, it might feel a bit too quiet. I'd recommend spending 2 to 3 days here. This gives you plenty of time to explore the island's main attractions, relax on its peaceful beaches, and dive into activities like snorkeling or the famous Manta Bay dive trip. The ferry from Bali takes about 30 to 40 minutes and can get bumpy in the afternoon. Try to catch an early ferry for calmer seas. To get around, rent a scooter or hire a small truck if you're traveling with a group. The roads here can be a bit treacherous, so be careful out there. Perched on the slopes of Mount Agung, Besakih Temple, also known as Bali's Mother Temple, is the island's largest and most sacred temple complex. With its towering pagodas, intricate stone carvings, and panoramic views, it's a must visit for anyone wanting to experience Bali's deep spiritual heritage. The complex consists of over 80 temples, each playing a unique role in Balinese Hinduism. Arriving early in the morning not only helps you to avoid the crowds, but also gives you the chance to experience a misty, spiritual atmosphere, making your visit all the more special. Just a short drive away is Lempuyang Temple, home to the famous Gates of Heaven. This ancient temple sits high in the mountains, and its iconic split gate perfectly frames Mount Agung in the distance. However, be aware that those stunning reflection photos you see online are an illusion. Local photographers use a mirror to create the effect. Even so, the temple is a breathtaking spiritual sight, offering stunning views and a peaceful ambiance. Lempuyang is also part of a 7-temple complex, so if you venture beyond the main gate, you'll be treated to even more incredible sights and tranquil experiences. Renting a private driver or joining a guided tour is the easiest way to visit both temples in one trip. But for those wanting a deeper connection to Bali's heritage, I'd recommend renting a scooter to really immerse yourself in the island's spiritual essence. No trip to Bali is complete without experiencing the stunning Tegalalang rice terraces. These world-famous terraces, located just 30 minutes north of Ubud, showcase the island's traditional Subak irrigation system. As you wander through the lush green fields, you'll find plenty of scenic viewpoints for those iconic Bali photos. The real beauty of Tegalalang lies in the immersive experience. You can stroll through the terraces, interact with local farmers, and even try the famous Bali swing for a unique view of the landscape. While Tegalalang offers peaceful landscapes, spots like Alas Harum have become popular Instagram hotspots, with vibrant swings, statues, and stunning views. It's definitely worth a visit, but for a more authentic experience, I'd recommend exploring some of the quieter rural terraces nearby to really get a sense of Bali's traditional rice fields. If you want to escape the crowds, head to Banyu Wana Amertha waterfall, just a short drive away. This hidden gem offers natural pools and a serene atmosphere for a peaceful break. For a more relaxed experience, visit early in the morning or later in the afternoon to avoid the heat and crowds. And don't forget sturdy shoes. Some paths can be a little steep and muddy, but that's part of the adventure. For an unforgettable Bali experience, the Mount Batur Sunrise Trek is a must. Standing at 1,717 meters, this active volcano offers stunning panoramic views of the surrounding mountains and Lake Batur, especially at sunrise. The trek starts around 2 to 3 a.m. with a guided ascent in the dark. An early wake-up call that's absolutely worth it. After about 2 hours, you'll reach the summit, just in time to watch the sky burst with orange and pink hues. On clear days, you can see Mount Agung and the Lombok Strait. To top it off, locals cook eggs using the volcano's natural steam vents, an extra treat after the climb. It can get chilly at the summit, so be sure to bring warm layers. Despite the early start and the physical challenge, the sense of achievement at the summit and the breathtaking sunrise views make every step worth it. After your hike, unwind by the serene crater lake. It's the perfect spot for a refreshing dip or a lakeside lunch with breathtaking views. At 3,031 meters, Mount Agung is Bali's tallest peak and spiritual heart. The 6 to 7 hour trek to the summit is challenging, but reaching the top for sunrise is worth every step. You'll be rewarded with incredible views of Bali, and on clear days, even Mount Batur and the Lombok Strait. Only attempt this if you're in good shape, and always go with a guide. Afterward, relax at Tirta Ganga Water Palace, a peaceful garden with stunning fountains and ponds, perfect for unwinding after your hike. At Mount Agung's base lies Cinnamon Valley, a tranquil escape from the crowds. With lush rice fields and quiet villages, it's perfect for nature lovers, slow travelers, and those seeking peace. If you're after a slower pace, breathtaking scenery, and immersion in traditional Bali, Cinnamon's your spot. Rent a scooter to explore hidden waterfalls and scenic rice paddies at your own pace. But if you're after vibrant nightlife or abundant amenities, this might not be for you. I'd recommend spending 2 to 3 days here to unwind and recharge after the Mount Agung trek. A quick boat ride from Bali, Nusa Penida feels like another world, raw, rugged, and breathtaking. With dramatic cliffs, hidden beaches, and crystal clear waters, it's a haven for nature lovers and adventure seekers. The must-see spot? Kelingking Beach, aka the T-Rex Cliff. From the viewpoint, you'll see a towering limestone ridge covered in lush greenery, dropping into the turquoise ocean below. The hike down is steep and challenging, so wear proper shoes. The trail is slippery and the midday heat can make it even tougher. If you're not up for the hike, the views from the top are still iconic. Just don't swim here, the surf is dangerous. Other highlights include Broken Beach, where the ocean has carved out a perfect natural arch, and Angel's Billabong, a crystal clear tide pool perched right on the edge of the cliffs. For snorkelers and divers, Crystal Bay and Manta Point offer some of Bali's best underwater experiences, where you might even spot majestic manta rays gliding through the water. Snorkeling tours at Crystal Bay and Manta Point typically last a few hours and offer an unforgettable opportunity to explore the underwater world, with manta rays being the highlight. To get to Nusa Penida, speedboats from Sanur take about 30 to 45 minutes. Once you're there, renting a scooter is the easiest way to explore, but if you prefer, you can hire a private driver. The island's rugged roads can be bumpy, so be prepared. If you're after a quieter beach experience, check out Atu Beach and Diamond Beach on the east coast. These spots are just as stunning as the more popular beaches, with white sand, turquoise waters, and dramatic rock formations, but without the crowds. While Nusa Penida is an incredible destination, it's not for everyone. The rugged terrain, steep hikes, and basic amenities make it more suited for active travelers rather than those seeking luxury or comfort. Families with young children or anyone with mobility issues may find the island a bit challenging. I'd recommend staying for 2 to 3 days to really soak in everything the island has to offer. A day trip is doable, but you'll be rushing through the highlights, and you might miss the peaceful side of the island. If you've got the time, stay a little longer and enjoy Nusa Penida at a more relaxed pace. If there's one place that captures the true essence of Bali, it's Ubud. This lush jungle paradise is the island's cultural and spiritual heart, filled with ancient temples, vibrant markets, and breathtaking rice fields. It's also the perfect base for exploring some of Bali's most iconic spots, like the Tegalalang rice terraces, Mount Batur, and the stunning Lepuyang and Ulan Danu Beratan temples. A great way to experience Ubud is to rent a scooter and explore it at your own pace. Start with the sacred monkey forest, where playful macaques dart between moss-covered statues and ancient trees. Then wander through Ubud Palace and Saraswati Temple, before losing yourself in the town's bustling markets, where the scent of incense mingles with sizzling street food and stalls overflow with intricate handicrafts. And if you're into food, Ubud has everything from traditional warangs to high-end dining. For nature lovers, the Kampuhan Ridge Walk is a peaceful escape with its rolling green hills and stunning views. If you're after something more adventurous, take a dip in the jungle pools of Tegenungan or Tubumana waterfalls. Or chase the light beams at Tukad Sepang, a hidden waterfall inside a cave. Beyond the adventure, Ubud is a wellness haven. Whether it's yoga, meditation, or a Balinese massage with jungle views, this is the place to unwind. But keep in mind, it can get pretty crowded during peak times, which might take away from its tranquil vibe. Getting around town is easy with Grab and Gojek, but if you're planning to explore beyond Ubud, rides can be harder to find, and local taxi restrictions sometimes apply. Renting a scooter is the best way to get around, but if that's not your thing, hiring a private driver for the day is another great option. To really soak in everything Ubud has to offer, I'd recommend staying at least 3 to 5 days. It's the kind of place that lets you experience Bali's beauty, culture, and adventure, all in one incredible destination. And there you have it, the top 14 places you can't miss in Bali. From sacred temples to jaw-dropping natural wonders, Bali really has something for every kind of traveler. While it may be a popular destination, planning ahead is key to making your trip everything you hope for. Whether you're chasing adventure, relaxation, or cultural experiences. So, is Bali worth it? Absolutely. Just make sure to plan your time wisely. Have you been to Bali before? I'd love to hear about your favorite spots in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and checking out more of my travel videos, countdowns and guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.